Hello, my friend. This was a very eventful week in makeup and cosmetics and beauty influencer-ness. Lots of stuff to tell you, starting off with the video that Tati Westbrook released about Tati Beauty and why she's closing down the brand. Then we had the release of Jaclyn Hill's Jaclyn Roxanne jewelry line and the hot mess that was. So Jaclyn Hill cannot have a seamless, flawless launch. I don't know what is happening. We will talk about it. We also have an update on the Reflect skincare line by gamer Valkyrie and why that brand has now completely shut down as well. My gosh. And then we have, in very surprising subscription box news, Birchbox is coming back. But forget everything that you knew about Birchbox. It's going to be completely different. Hang tight. We're getting into it right now. All right, what's up in makeup is starting now with what's up with Tati Beauty. So Tati Westbrook released a video this week talking about how her brand is officially closing. Tati Beauty fans really had a lot of hope for future launches for the brand because back in March of 2020 when she hit the fan with COVID, Tati Beauty put up a post on their Instagram explaining that their warehouse was shutting down due to COVID. They were trying to keep everybody safe, but once everything was over, which we didn't know how long this all was going to last, that they would go back and they would have new launches and everything was going to be fine. We found out on Thursday that unfortunately that is not going to be a thing. Tati released, it was about a 9-minute long video explaining why, and this is what she said. She said that, quote, "This is a moment of strength, gratitude, despite some dark days, moving forward and just kind of getting on with it." And then she said that decisions were made that were very final and that Tati Beauty was closing its doors. She said that the textured neutrals was a huge launch for them, especially as a brand new brand that they sold out and it was amazing. And then the Blendiful, which was the beauty blender, spongy, like, I don't know, it was like a blendy thing. I don't know, how do you describe it? Like a puff thing, that did really well as well. But then with COVID hitting, and then she also said about outside litigation affecting her life in full, and that according to Tati, it T-boned everything, and here we are. She followed up by saying that she wishes she could be here launching and creating for Tati Beauty, but that just didn't work out. And she made sure to say that there was no scandal, there was no hurt feelings, there was no big drama behind it. It was just something she felt like was the right thing to do. She said it's just, quote, "timing of the world and sadly outside litigation that had a huge impact." Of course, besides this being very sad for Tati, I think it's really sad for people that loved her brand and that love her and that have confidence that Tati could create really, really good formulas and all of the things that we would miss out on because Tati Beauty is no more. I am very, very thankful to have been on PR for Tati Beauty and to have gotten the handwritten note in the PR box and everything, and to have been able to try that product. It was and still is a fabulous eyeshadow palette, and I really was looking forward to seeing the Texture Neutrals Volume 2 or whatever it was that Tati was going to come out with, and I'm really sad that it is no more, but I have faith that maybe one day Tati will develop more makeup products. I'm crossing my fingers that it's in the future at some point because we're all gonna miss out, I think. Oh my gosh, poor Jaclyn Hill. It's like every time she launches something, something goes wrong. Last week we talked about Jaclyn Roxanne, which is Jaclyn Hill's jewelry company, was launching this week. They had their big launch and she's posting on Instagram, getting really excited about it. And, oh, launch is coming, launch is coming. And she even put out a post that said, it was about an hour before launch, she said that there were 24,000 people camping on her website an hour early before the launch, which is bonkers. She also made the website live before launch so that people could check it out, kind of figure out what they wanted before the products actually went live. But she says at exactly 1 o'clock, everything just crashed. Now, the website that she is hosting it on is one that she's created herself. Now, I'm not talking about the hosting platform, but the website that's hosting it. It's I'mInIt.com, where she's hosting some other independent brands there. There's like a candle company and I think a skincare company. There's other stuff over there that you can get. So she wants to, it seems like she wants to host a bunch of different independent brands over there. So that was the website that crashed. In her Instagram stories, she said she's very frustrated because they had, quote, troubleshooted the website for 2 months straight. So they thought they were good to go, but they weren't expecting the amount of traffic on the site causing issues with the shopping cart. Soon after, she posted a text photo that said that there were currently 20 million requests on the server, which what I would imagine people refreshing possibly on multiple devices. I know when I was trying to get like the Too Faced Peach launch or whatever, I was on like my phone and my computer, like seeing which one would go faster. So that might have been a thing possibly. In a later IG story, she said that they had prepared that for that many customers, so her website should have been stronger, but it just wasn't. According to Jaclyn, her team was on the phone with IT for 5 hours and that they still didn't have an answer. I would imagine she doesn't really mean that they were talking for 5 hours, that maybe they were in contact back and forth for 5 hours. That's what I would imagine. And one of the things she mentioned was a potential cyber attack, which I think is a really serious thing to put out there because people, especially in the beauty space, those of us that have been through like that big Lyme crime cyber attack, compromising of credit cards thing, like a cyber attack is really, really bad. So I'm really surprised that she said that because that could lead to people really freaking out about potential compromised credit cards and things like that. It doesn't seem like there was a mass freak out, but if I had put my credit card information in it, I would have had a mass freak out in my own brain.
JaclynRoxanne.com. It is live. It is ready for you to shop. It is secure. Long story short, my website was attacked and it's called a DDoS attack. Your information, your banking information, your credit cards, everything is completely safe and completely secure. But what's happening is an individual is attacking my website to try to take it down, and it's overloading my servers. And so therefore, we're literally like playing this game where a server is being attacked. It's kicking you guys off the website. It's showing errors. It's kicking you out of your cart. And then we have to shut that server down. Okay, I'm also just going to link a 60-second video right here from Google that explains what a DDoS attack means for any of you. I'm just trying to give you all the information, you know, for any of you who feel like, what is this? Or you just like want to know a little bit more. I'm going to link it for you right here so you can just watch this little tidbit and see exactly what it is and feel maybe like a little bit more secure about your experience.
Later in that Instagram story, she said that she was thinking about just shutting down the whole website and restarting it on a new server and doing a relaunch. But it looks like as of today when I'm filming, that's not going to be necessary because everything seems to be working fine on the website. Every product I clicked on was still available for purchase and everything seemed to be looking great. So I'm curious to know what you think about this as far as the launch of the jewelry line. Did you buy anything? Did you try to buy anything? What's your experience with it? I know that there is some drama over on the side. People were talking about last week in chat about people accusing, there's this one artist that was accusing Jaclyn of copying one of her designs. I'm not a jewelry person. I don't know how common that particular necklace design is as far as whether Jaclyn would have copied it or not. I mean, really, I think Jaclyn's going to be the only one that truly knows whether she got inspiration or copied that design. But people have been asking me my opinion on that, and it's like, I don't know. Like, there's no real way to know. Only Jaclyn knows when it comes down to it. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this whole thing down in the comments down below. Apparently this next story dropped right before I went live last week for What's Up in Makeup, but I definitely wanted to mention it because it was a big story a couple of weeks ago in What's Up in Makeup, and it's about Reflex Skincare, and the face of that brand was Valkyrie, who is a female gamer, and that was a big deal because the whole branding of the brand was based on blue light protection as a gamer and protecting her skin from the blue light from the screens. That was the basis of the entire skincare line. They got a bunch of backlash because that isn't really based in science. Now, one thing that a lot of people were bringing up about that is, of course, this is not the first brand to come out with blue light protecting skincare, but I think where this one was set apart, which I think a lot of people pointed out, is that the entire line was based on this false science. It wasn't just one product or two products or a small line within a larger brand. And I think that's where it ends up being quite different. So based on the backlash, this is the statement that's on Reflect's website. It says, Reflect is no longer available. Thank you to all who played important roles to conduct research, develop products, create a brand, and serve as partners along our journey. While we believe in the formulations created, after further reflection, no irony there, have decided to move forward on new paths, effectively terminating the Reflect brand. Should you have further questions, please contact inquiries at rflct.com. I think the thing that really buried this was Valkyrie herself and her kind of coming out against the brand and saying, I don't even really want to be a part of this anymore. They had showed me research studies that I believed were real, and now they're telling me that they can't publish the research studies and they can't show the proof behind the science behind the brand. And it caught her off guard, and she said all of that publicly. When you have the face of the brand, or like she changed her name to be the co-founder of the brand, going against the science behind it and not really saying that they can believe in it 100%, there really is no coming back from that. So it makes sense to me that they killed the brand altogether, but I can't even imagine how devastating this is financially for all of the people involved. I mean, that website was freaking beautiful. They spent a lot of money on just that website alone, let alone the formulations and the packaging of all the products. I mean, one product, in my research and my opinion, can cost, $10,000, $15,000 just to develop a small run of one product. And that is not even counting, if you need to do a formulation and then you need to send it back and reformulate. I mean, it's a lot of money down the toilet on this one, and it's really sad. And then you think about the environmental impact, of all these products that are just going to go to waste. What are they going to do? Like, are they going to be able to repackage them somehow in some other kind of packaging? And they're not going to. It's all going to get thrown in the trash, and it's sad in that way. But in the end, I feel like the people who started this brand really shouldn't have tried to pull one over on this on the skincare community, because we know better at this point. Like I said a couple weeks ago, it's not 2002. Consumers have access to information that they didn't have access to 10, 15, 20 years ago. So I am sad for all the waste, and I really do feel like it was their responsibility to make sure their skincare was based in science before they put it out there. So that's my thoughts. Would love to know yours down in the comments. We're gonna move on to happier things now. Let's talk about Olay. Olay has come out with a limited edition prototype packaging called the Easy Open Lid. They developed it for and with people with disabilities, including people with dexterity issues, limb differences, chronic issues causing joint pain, and vision impairments. It'll be incorporated into the design of Olay's most popular products, the Regenerous Micro Sculpting Cream, the Vitamin C Plus Peptide 24 Face Moisturizer, the Retinol 24 Face Moisturizer, and the Collagen Peptide 24 Face Moisturizer. Each product is specifically in a different colored jar so that you can truly see which one is which. The Easy Open Lid is designed with a cap with a wing design and extra grip. The product label was designed to be high contrast, and along the top there is braille to identify the product. Now, Chris Hyatt, who is the Senior Vice President of Olay, he said, quote, "As a global brand, it's our responsibility to ensure that all consumers have access to products that serve their needs and fit seamlessly into their daily lives." Now, I'm one that's very skeptical of large corporations. I feel like they never really do anything out of the goodness of their hearts, but this sounds pretty good. They're not keeping the design just for themselves. They aren't patenting it, and they are specifically sharing the design widely so that other companies can make their products more accessible. Now, unfortunately, the products are not available in stores. They're only available on the website that I'll link down below for you. And you have to get one of the products in order to get the lid. You can't just get the lid on its own. So maybe that's part of the, they're getting something out of it, and that you have to buy a new jar in order to get the lid. There's also a feedback form for Olay, like once you get it, so you can let them know how it worked for you. So, I mean, if they're really trying to... if they're really trying to be kind, wouldn't they just sell the lid by itself? you know, for like $5 or whatever. I don't know. I'm just being extra skeptical, I think, but in the end, this is a wonderful thing. End game, this is fantastic. This is gonna be great for people with many different difficulties to be able to open their jars, and I hope that more companies end up doing something like this. Do you remember the subscription box Birchbox? It was huge all over YouTube in the golden era of subscription box unboxings. So I want to just take everything you know about Birchbox and just forget it, because Birchbox is going to be relaunching, but with a totally different concept behind it, because the company has been acquired by a company called Femtech Health for $45 million. Their goal as a brand is to use their AI to deliver, quote, holistic healthcare personalized for every woman. And they do this by using, quote, deep machine learning to translate consumer, genetic, microbiome, and biometric data. That sounds a little scary to me when I hear like genetic data. I'm like, why do you want my genetic data? I'm not sure. I don't know enough about it. It just sounds a little creepy to me. Apparently, due to the acquisition of Birchbox and a couple of other companies, they now have 10 million members, and they also have 2 clinical trials going on with a team of over 150 experts. The Femtech Health team includes heavy hitters formerly from companies like Johnson & Johnson and Cigna. Investors include Unilever Ventures, Shiseido, and Trinity Capital, with more than $38 million raised. So this is not a little mom and pop shop. Like, this is a big deal. This is a big company. We are going to be hearing about this in the next year or two, this Femtech Ventures. Even though it is brand new, they just started like a couple of weeks ago, finally just formed their company, but they're off to a big start trying to do big things. Their vision for Birchbox is personalized skin and healthcare products chosen using their AI platform to, quote, translate data into actionable outcomes. So, I mean, it makes sense. It's cool. It's the idea of personalizing something, a subscription box like that, so much to the unique individual sounds wonderful. But then you like think about, like, do you really want to give your genetics to Birchbox? Like, so it's like, I don't know. It's like, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know enough about it. Before I did something like that, I would have to do a little more research. But if you're more educated in this area than I am, I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. If you are an avid viewer of What's Up in Makeup, you probably remember multiple stories that we've told about talc-based products, usually powder products, usually products formulated and made for children that are contaminated with asbestos and that they were pulled off of the shelves. The reason why this happens is oftentimes talc is mined very close to where there is asbestos, and sometimes there is contamination, and if a company does not test for this contamination, then it ends up in the cosmetic products. As you probably know, asbestos is a known human carcinogen. It is very, very bad. So whenever a cosmetic product is found to have asbestos in it, it is automatically pulled. So today we have some good news from the FDA. What they did was they pulled 50 products from shelves that contained talc, and they just tested them all for asbestos. And what they found was that not a single one had asbestos in it. So for once, we get to say, yay for the FDA, well done. And it doesn't even stop here. They do plan in 2022 to do it all over again with 50 new products to try to keep consumers safe. I mean, I'm so excited for this. Like, yay, the FDA is doing something to help protect us. Woohoo! So really happy to hear that. And hopefully we'll hear those results in the next year. And whenever I hear it, I will definitely let you know how those went. And then finally, just a very quick story about the collaboration between Ulta Beauty and DoorDash. So if you run out of shampoo and you realize you need some shampoo and you live in some specific cities, you'll be able to order it online and have DoorDash deliver it, which is kind of cool. So the cities involved are Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, Los Angeles, Houston, and Boise, and they do plan to expand the rollout in 2022. If you live in one of those cities, all you do is you go to the Ulta.com website, you add the items to your cart, you check local store availability, and then you select the same day delivery option at checkout. So if you end up doing that, let me know how it went. I am not in one of those cities, so I cannot test it out, but I think that's great. if you realize you need something really fast, you can just get it delivered. It's pretty cool. All right, moving on to the product report. I do have an update for you on the Sydney Grace Tiny Marvels restock. As you might know, probably know, my friend Mel Thompson passed away about a month ago or so at this point. She had developed a palette with Sydney Grace called Tiny Marvels that she released quite a long time ago, and it was out of stock. They are now going to stock it again. This is what they said on their website. After speaking with Mel's family, we've decided to go ahead with a restock of the Tiny Marvels by Mel Thompson. This project was special to her, and we want to continue to share her love, creativity, and passion with others. The restock will take place Friday, November 12th at 9 a.m. PST. As a way to show our love and support, we're donating a portion of the proceeds in addition to a regular commission directly to the family. With that in mind, we will not be honoring coupon codes on the Tiny Marvels palette during the restock. So if you are interested, that is the date. It is one of my favorite palettes. I did a video a while back where I showed you what I brought in my travel makeup bag for the summer, and Tiny Marvels was in there because I genuinely love the palette and I genuinely love Mel, and it was wonderful to have that on vacation with me, and it really is a fantastic palette. So if you are interested, that's when the restock is. New cosmetics news with Clarity Cosmetics, 2 palettes launching on Black Friday. They have the Magic Lamp palette and the Melanin Chronicles palette. The Magic Lamp palette is so freaking gorgeous. Check this out. They said that they tried to pull colors from the original Aladdin movie and the new one. It does have 12 shades, 4 mattes, 2 shimmer mattes, which I think of Tati's palette. She called those sequin shades, and also 3 multichromes, 1 duochrome, and 2 foiled shadows. It also comes with a double-ended brush for one side's packing and one side is for shading. It really is gorgeous. They nailed the color story on this one. They also have that Melanin Chronicles palette. They do have limited edition gift boxes for that, which will contain 2 glosses and the palette. The palette itself will be limited edition. It has 4 mattes, 2 regular foil shadows, and 1 multi-chrome. The multi-chrome shifts from gold to green to red. So cool. And the gift set is going to retail for $52. Individual palette is going to be $37. A few more indie brands for you. We have Cara Beauty's Halloween palettes. These launched last week, but I missed them, so I did want to mention them. Behind the Mask and Stroke of Midnight, those are $25 each. They've also released a Scorpio themed palette that's $16. Really pretty color stories on here, so I really wanted to make sure I mentioned them even though they were technically last week. Glisten Cosmetics is known for their glitters and also their split pan liner pots. So they're launching a split pan eyeliner palette, and it's going to be paired with some earrings handmade by the Clay Drop. There's 6 different earring styles to choose from, and you'll be able to select which earrings you want to come with your palette. The price of the bundle as of filming hasn't been announced yet, but they are dropping on November 12th, and I absolutely love to see indie brands collaborating. It just warms my heart. I actually ended up sending the Instagram link to my oldest child for the earrings because they are absolutely going to love these things. Menagerie Cosmetics came out with some new highlighters that are beautiful. The Polar Lights highlighters in Aurora Australis and Winter Solstice. Just so pretty. One thing I think is cool is these could have been single eyeshadows, but they released them as highlighters because I really do feel like they can double as both. But I do have a sad thing about these. One of them is actually sold out, the one in Aurora Australis. That was the pinker one. So the Winter Solstice one, the yellow one, was still available when I started filming. So hopefully it's still available for you. Very excited about this next product, Nakia Joy's Velvet Finishing Powder Pressed. If you have not had a chance to try Nakia Joy's Velvet Finishing Powder, she sent it to me quite a long time ago, the loose version, and it is one of my favorite setting powders of all time. It is like a cult classic indie product, this Nakia Joy powder. So it's really cool that she's releasing a pressed version, because I know some people don't like the loose powders because they can get kind of messy. So super cool she came out with a pressed version. It's $38. And honestly, I've never talked to anybody that did not like the loose powder. So I would imagine the pressed powder is going to be just as amazing. So excited about this next one too. Lisa Eldridge's foundation is launching today. day I will be on the website. I'm going to try to get my shade. I really want to try this. There are 40 shades and the gradient looks incredible on these. I'm very excited. I'm also very excited for Hindash. Hindash is having his cosmetic company come to Beautylish. Very appropriate. I mean, it just makes sense that it would go to Beautylish. You can sign up for exclusive special launch information over on Beautylish's website if you're interested in that, but congratulations to Hindash on that. That is huge. If you're at a higher price point and you enjoy Chantecaille, they have released their holiday products. There's the Pearl Lumiere, it's $110. The Lumiere Eye Sheen, $75, and the Rouge Pearl, that's $75. Packaging is so beautiful, always on Chantecaille. The print, everything is gorgeous. It's a little too up there for one color for me. It's just powder, man. It's beautiful, but it's just powder. No. That's a big nope on a rope. All right. Melt Cosmetics limited edition collection Amor y Mariposas. How did I do? It means love and butterflies in Spanish, of course. It is a limited edition collection, comes in a PR box, and features their first ever 20 shade pressed pigment palette and blush palette. Collection also has bullet lipsticks, lip pencils, gel liners, and pigment paint, and a collection of brushes. It is absolutely gorgeous. I went online earlier today. Today's Friday in my time, and it said, the website was going to be back at a specific time. So I just went back to look at it, and it wanted me to enter my email address or something. So I just clicked out of it, and now it won't let me see anything. So I don't know what is happening, whether it's pre-launched, I don't know. It won't let me go in to see if it's launched yet, but I would imagine by the time this goes live, the collection will be live, but on their Instagram, it just says coming soon. So hopefully if you want this, it'll be live and available right now. The launch for REM Beauty by Ariana Grande has been dragged out to death. Like, I am so tired of the drag out of this launch. So I'm very, very thankful that they now have a launch date, which is November 12th. So less than a week to go, finally. They also sneaked the lipstick packaging, which is absolutely gorgeous. And very excited to see this finally launch, because it's like they keep releasing these little breadcrumbs, and it's just, I don't know. I'm personally finding it very annoying. Like, it's like, okay, I get it. You're trying to get us excited about it, but it's just been too much. The buildup for me personally has been too much. Am I going to order things? Probably. But already available, we have the Nabla 2 Reasons Lip and Cheek Palettes and their Freckle Maker. The packaging on both of these looks incredible. The Lip and Cheek Palettes are 22 euros, that's about 25.50 USD, and the Freckle Maker is 16 euros, which is about 18.50 USD. And the marketing images for these look absolutely gorgeous. I probably won't get them, but they're really pretty. Speaking of really pretty, I don't normally find House Labs stuff to be pretty, but this collection is very pretty. The Casa Gaga Italian Glam Collection for Holiday 2021. It is launching November 9th. There's a highlighter, there's 4 shades of blush, a liquid eyeliner, a lipstick set, 3 shades of lip glaze, and a highlighter brush. You can get the whole collection for $198, or you can get individual products ranging from $20 to $58. But here's the kicker with the set. Usually when they have a collection set, they give you the whole collection. But for this one, you just get to pick 1 shade of the blush and 1 shade of the lip glaze. You don't get all of them, but I mean, it is what it is. But just so you know, that's what you're getting if you order that. I mean, it really does, as far as the packaging, seems like she totally glammed up this collection. It really is very beautiful. I love the prints that she put in it. I'm not sure if this is a change of direction. I would imagine it's not. I would imagine this is just for this collection, but it is beautiful. I think she did a great job with the design. I probably should have mentioned these earlier. I don't know why. Indie brand, Artist Couture, Stay Lit liquid eyeshadows, $22 each, 5 shades. They are limited edition and they are available now. And then Beauty Bakery's Sweet Potato Pie palette. It is only going to be sold at Target and CVS. It's $14. It is the perfect sweet potato pie color story. Absolutely perfect. I love that they threw the green in there. It's beautiful. Well done. Moving over to Sephora, very highly anticipated, the Natasha Denona Glam and Face Eye Palettes, $59, 2 different colorways. There's a lighter one and a deeper one. I love how they always put the little plastic door when there's a cream product so that you can not get the powder products in there. But one thing that's kind of weird for me about that is a lot of times under the door they have a powder product, so you can't protect it from that powder product, only the ones that are outside of the door. So that's a little bit weird, but you know, it is what it is. I do like that they did put the door in like they usually do, but it's just a little nitpick. Throw that in there. Now this product I actually added to my Sephora cart for the sale. We'll see if it stays in there if I end up actually getting it. The Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. It is now available at Sephora for $67. It is just so pretty, and I haven't tried anything by Huda Beauty in a really long time, so this may be the thing. The other thing I might get, if it comes back in stock because it's already sold out, is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 3 Infinite Light Eye and Face Palette. It's $125, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get it for the Sephora sale, but we shall see. Over at Ulta, we talked last week, this is the pattern for Revolution. They'll sneak something and then the next week it'll be out. So this is the I Heart Revolution and e.l.f. collection. It has launched. It is a 25 shade eyeshadow palette, a palette book collection with 4 18-pan palettes, an eye topper duo that comes in 2 shades, 3 shades of candy cane lip gloss that are super cute because they got a little swirl in there of color. They're really, really cute. The 2 cheer highlighters, a fixing spray, an illuminating primer, and a 5-piece face and eye brush set, and then a really, really cute makeup bag. Prices range from $8 to $30 per item. I wish I could count on that these would be worth my money because I just don't trust their quality, but maybe the lip glosses, because I actually have it right here. I did get the Cocoa Pebbles lip gloss from I Heart Revolution and I really like that. So maybe I'll get just one of the lip glosses because that looks really cute. Morphe has another collaboration, this time with Mickey and Friends. Mickey and Friends, the Truth Be Bold 35 shade artistry palette is $32. Color stories on these are great. The mini artistry palette is $14. There's a 6-piece eye brush set for $28, a hand mirror for $18, and a matte lipstick trio for $20. I mean, the color story in these, they did a fantastic job. They're beautiful. They're just what I would expect from this kind of collaboration. It's very fun for Morphe fans, which is not me, but if it's you, they look really fun. And then finally, I am a fan of this product. These are the Maybelline Lifter Glosses. They came out with new bronze shades. There's 5 new shades. They're $8.99 each. It's a really nice gloss. The only thing I don't like about it is that the smell is a little bit weird for me. Like, I wish they had a little bit nicer of a scent, but the texture is really nice. Not too heavy, not sticky, just feels really good on the lips. It's a great product. All right, we have PR or purchase product of the week, but we're also gonna be talking a gifted product. Huge shout out to my girl, Angelica Nyqvist, because she from Sweden sent me the collection that I was craving and wanting so badly. She sent me the Essence Coffee collection. Like, what? How nice is this woman to do this? And I'm telling you, when I tell you the box was beat up by the post office, it was a hot freaking mess. I wish I'd taken a picture of it. It was awful. But Angelica wrapped everything so nicely that everything came, nothing was broken. Everything came out great. The only thing that was a little powdery was the coffee beans, but the reason why was because they were just jostling around inside the container. There was nothing she could have done to avoid that because it was just being inside the container. They are really, really cute. There aren't as many beans as I thought that there would be, but I used this as like a blush, a shimmery blush the other day, and it looked really, really pretty. I also used on my eyes today the Coffee to Glow palette. It doesn't smell like coffee, which is a little disappointing, but but it's been really nice to work with. The only thing that I'm a little confused by, you'll have to tell me. I know Huda Beauty has a shade like this, but it's like a creamy, like almost feels like a lip balm here, and it's weird. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, I'm so confused. I don't get that, but the rest of the shades have been fantastic. It's what's on my eyes today. The brush, okay, I was so wondering about this brush, what was going to smell good. And honestly, it's the bristles that smell the most like, it's like a caramel coffee set. They smell amazing. The handle doesn't really smell, it really is the bristles. And it does say on the box specifically that as you wash it, that the smell will go away. But for now, I'm really, really enjoying it. And I've been using this and I really like the brush as well. It's just a high quality brush. I have not tried yet the coffee body scrub, the eye cream, or this one here. This is the face scrub. I haven't used these yet, but I'll keep you posted. She also sent me chocolate. Just so you know, if you recognize these, you probably know how good they are. I ate way too much of this one while I was getting ready to film today. It was really good. So thank you, Angie. I appreciate you. One day, hopefully she will let me return the favor. Hopefully. For PR, I actually have a newly released product. It is the Pure and Nabela collection. This is the beautiful pamphlet that comes with it, and it just talks about all of the different products and how she uses them. So I did put this on my lips today. Let's talk about this first. This crayon is so comfortable. It is the most beautiful color. It does have a very odd scent though. The scent reminds me of when I was a child, I went to my, wait, stay with me. When I was a child, I went to my aunt's house and she had a pool. And when you went down in her basement, it had this plasticky pool chlorine kind of scent. That's what this smells like. It smells like floaties. Like, you know, floaties. It's weird and it lingers on the lips and I really don't like that. But the formula itself is very creamy and I love the color. The color is gorgeous. I topped that off with something I purchased last week. This is the Glossier lip gloss. It just looks really pretty over top of it, but there's no scent to this, so it didn't really mask it very well, but just gave it a little bit of gloss. As far as the rest of the collection on my cheeks today, favorite thing that I used absolutely is this highlighter right here. Oh my gosh, this is freaking gorgeous. That's what I used from the palette. Oh, and then I used this blush here, which is also really pretty. A little bit difficult to blend, but it worked out. It just took me a little bit of elbow grease to get that to blend. But this highlighter, see if you can see it on, like, the glow though is so natural and beautiful and I love it so much. The blush was just okay on first impression, but I'm gonna keep playing with that and let you know. And I definitely wanna use the eye products that are in here. I just really wanted to use this today for eye products, but I'm gonna play with this more and keep you posted. Along with the makeup products, there are 2 skincare products. There's the Reset Detoxifying Mask and the Refresh Brightening Cleanser. This one looks really nice for my skin type, which is normal, but the Reset Detoxifying Mask really looks like it's gonna be best for oily skin because it is a kaolin based product. So I don't think this would match me very well, but I am going to try that and I will keep you posted if there's anything notable I wanna tell you about that. So yeah, I had a lot of fun getting ready today and I will keep you posted. I'm sure that some of these products will be back in a favorites and fails countdown in the future. All right, notable sales of the week. Sephora Beauty Insider holiday savings event started on Friday for Rouge. They're getting 20% off site-wide. November 9th for VIB, that's me, 15% off site-wide. And then November 11th for Insiders, 10% off site-wide. Everyone's also gonna get 30% off of all Sephora collection products. Would you be interested in like a, is Sephora collection actually good video? Because I may do that. I may get a bunch of stuff for 30% off and then review them. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. And then finally, last sale, HipDot is having a Black Friday sale, which to me is weird because it's not early Black Friday, it's actually a Black Friday sale like a month early. 50% off using code GET50 on their website. And finally, our artist shout out of the week, we're gonna be talking about Miss Poppy Locks from the UK. Oh my gosh. All right, check this out. I wanted to pick this one first because it's a more glam look and usually I do a lot of special effects first. And I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate how she nailed this Daphne from Scooby-Doo look. Just, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's exactly what it should have been. She could have totally overdone this and done something weird with it, but her choice of eye and lip color and the highlight are just absolutely perfect. Now let's go ahead and transition over to her tribute, no pun intended, to Effie Trinket from the Hunger Games. I absolutely love butterflies, so this one hits a special place in my soul. I absolutely love what she did with her brows for this and the blotted lip look and everything. The placement of the yellow blush though, the way that it fades into the orange is just so incredibly beautiful. Like that is the moment for me. That is what really brought it together. And then finally, I've seen so many Cruella de Vil looks, but this one I feel like is one of my favorites. The skin tears with the Dalmatian design under it is just so creative and beautiful. Along with that, we expect the red lip with a Cruella look, but what I didn't really expect was the green eye look. I feel like that really pulls everything together in a unique way and it just makes the whole look pop. It's really beautiful. There's so much to love on this Instagram page, so I will definitely link that down below for you in case you would like to go follow her. And that, my friend, was What's Up in Makeup this week. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, thank you, as always, to the What's Up in Makeup Facebook hunters. Their names are scrolling below me. Thank you so much for all of your submissions this week. I appreciate you and the time you took out of your day to make sure I didn't miss anything this week. Our chat today, time is changing just a little bit. My kids have their volleyball tournaments, end of season tournaments today, so I will not be here during our regular chat time. So we're gonna have our chat at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So hopefully you'll be able to join us, and if for some reason you never are able to join us at our regular time, hopefully you can come this week. We're gonna be hanging out talking about makeup. But if you can't join us, it's no problem at all. It's very easy to find on the replay. If you're subscribed, it should just be in your subscription feed. You can just go over there and click it. If you're not subscribed and you want to be, you can click subscribe and then it'll show up in your subscription feed. But if you are not subscribed, you can find it as well by going over to my channel page, clicking on my videos, and then clicking on the video titled Live Chat. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed What's Up in Makeup this week. And if you would like to hang out a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a couple videos for you right over here to watch. You need something to pass the time till chat later. Right over there, including last week's What's Up in Makeup in case you missed it. And mad love to you. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in a video very soon.